All right, so I am now just leaving Fishhawk, going back onto Fishhawk Boulevard, and just giving you a little bit more scenery of the area outside of this specific neighborhood in Fishhawk. And like I said, Fishhawk is huge. You can see on the other side of the road is Fishhawk. Going down this road that we're about to go down, several neighborhoods or entries into Fishhawk. So someone once said it was like 5,000 homes collectively. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's definitely in the thousands. All right, so we got a green light. Let's just to give you a little bit more preview. So, like I said, prior to Fishhawk, this area was very much, large tracts of land, single roads, rural. And I've been a realtor for 13 years. I wasn't marketing myself in this area when it first started growing. So I really haven't been here in this area prior to Fishhawk, but I can definitely see the neighborhoods and the roads outside of Fishhawk and what was there prior. And all this has basically been put in since. Now, I've been told that this traffic kind of says a lot, that it can get pretty busy going in and out of Fishhawk at certain times of day. I mean, like I said, there's only 2 roads in. There's this road, and then the one I started on Lithia Pinecrest. Those are the ways in and out of Fishhawk. So it can get pretty busy. However, there's not a lot of traffic lights, so that helps. Not a lot of reasons for people to stop. There is a bus service, I've been told, that comes from here and takes people to Tampa. So, and then, like I said, just a number of strip malls and little commercial things. Now, from here to the end of the highway, it does widen to a two-lane road. We had just that single lane around the Fishhawk Boulevard area. This is probably Boyette. This is probably where it changed, where the road widens. I'm guessing that. But now it'll stay 2 lanes all the way to the highway. Might even go to 3 at some point. So here's a Fishhawk. There's a Publix right there. So Publix is our biggest food chain. So you do have that. That'd be your closest Publix to that particular house. We do have these radio towers. There's a neighborhood up ahead on the left where those radio towers are pretty, right in your face. You can see them. In Fishhawk, you don't see them. You're further enough away. I don't think they give off, any radiation or there's any danger. It's just, it can be an eyesore. It just depends on personal preference. But Fishhawk, you really don't see it. Now, this community, I think behind that Publix, there is one of their newer subdivisions. They may have exposure to those towers, but not the house or the neighborhood that Gannett side was located in. You do have power lines that run all the way down on the left as well. There's your fire station. All right, so now is where this turns into Boyette. I just saw a sign for Boyette. So right here, we're basically starting to get into Brandon or Riverview. There's a couple businesses around, so little things. Yeah, so this is right now. This road that we're on is kind of considered Upper Riverview. I mean, if you get close enough to the highway, where we just were was Lithia, but now we're kind of getting into Riverview. If you were to take a right there and head north, you'd run into Brandon. So Brandon, Riverview, Lithia, they're all very, very close to one another. Like they're all up against each other. Now there's a road right now. We're going west. We're going towards the highway. We're going towards the ocean right now, and we're on Boyette. You can see this same road. If you go west, it's Boyette. If you go east, where we came, it's Fishhawk. Same road, but the name changes depending on which direction you go in. There is a road that's also going east to west, like we're on, called Bloomingdale. Very busy road. There's commercial and residential. If you were to take this road right here, take a right here on this Bell Shoals, the next intersection is Bloomingdale. So you can go east to west on Bloomingdale, or you can go east to west on Boyette, and both are quite busy. There's a lot of residential on these roads, and subdivisions off of these roads. The roads themselves are still in pretty good shape. These are older subdivisions, probably from the 90s on the left. There's a golf driving range on the right. Lots of palms. I moved here from Maine in 01, so it's been 19 years for me. I was in Maine for 13 years, Connecticut for 11. So I moved down here in my 20s, and I'll always have a house in Florida. Not saying I won't live up north again, but I'll always have at least a place to come to in those long winters. So we are 3 miles to the highway from here. We left that subdivision about 7 minutes ago. So I'd say we're probably 10, 12 minutes to the highway once you leave that subdivision. Maybe 15 minutes. It depends on the traffic. Right now I'm, doing 50. So, and there's a couple traffic lights as you saw, but nothing too crazy. And right now it's 5 o'clock right now, so it's kind of that rush hour time as well. Shouldn't be much worse. So I'll just run this video just a little bit longer for what it's worth, just to show you a little more scenery, and then I'll end it. Like I said, I'll be at the highway in a few miles. So I think we've gone through maybe 2 intersections since Fishhawk. I could be wrong, I wasn't counting it. And I think we have 2 more when we'll be at the highway. I know that Newsom High School does go as far down as here. There is a subdivision down that road that's also Newsom High School. But anything beyond, like where we're heading, change of schools. I think it's Riverview High. As a matter of fact, I think Riverview High is up ahead on our left before we get to the highway. So that would fall within that school district. You can see new construction. I hadn't seen this before, but something else is popping up. I don't know if it's commercial or residential, but that's popping up. Right here, signs for new homes. Boyette Park. It's amazing, the growth. But like I said, the residential has to come first, and then the commercial. So this whole road that we're on will most likely have more commercial coming. So right here is Riverview High School. So that's I guess the competitor to Newsom. It's on the same road. It's just I don't know, was it maybe 5, 6, 7 miles west Newsom High School. Now this intersection we're coming up to, this is the last one before we get to what they call 301. 301 is a major road, lots of commercial. We're going to cross right over 301 to get to the highway. So this is our last intersection, and then we're coming up on 301. So I'll let you see that. Another strip mall. We got quite a few of them. See, now we're at 3 lanes. This is the intersection to 301. 301 goes north and south. So if I were to take a right at this intersection, I can get to Brandon. I'm actually heading to Brandon, but I'm going to use the highway instead of 301. And this is a lot of commercial on both sides of this road. You can see a strip mall right here. You have one right here. Across the street, all that stuff. So busy road right here, 301. And then once we cross 1.1 miles, that's actually the whole route to my house, but 1.1 miles to the highway. So you can see us right there, about to cross 301. And that'd be the route into the Fishhawk area from the highway. Like I said, I started the other way off of Lithia Pinecrest, right at the tail end before I got to Fishhawk Boulevard, but that's another way out of Fishhawk, those two roads. But the other way, the one I mentioned, Fishhawk, would drop you into Brandon. This is really the only way to get to the highway. The other way, it would drop you into Brandon, and then from Brandon, you'd have to head west to the highway. So this is the more quicker way. All right, we got a green light, so we should be crossing over here now. Bunch of fast food chains there. There's Lowe's Lowe's hardware. Here's the highway. And we'll head north. This is the Alafaya River right here. This will take you to the ocean. Of course, it would be that way to the ocean, but it's the Alafaya. So if you wanted to get to the bay, to the Tampa Bay, you could take it that way. All right, so now I'm on I-75 heading north. Brandon is like 10 miles north from where I'm at. All right, well, I will end this video. Hope it gives you a little bit of familiarity with the area. I know it's still pretty vague, but if I can help in any way further with that house or with Fishhawk or anything else, would love the opportunity. Talk to you later. Bye.